Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards, see what's in store with a message from Spirit. How are you all doing this morning? This week I'm using the Awakening Avalon Oracle deck that we created at Avalon Spirit. And I'm very curious to see what the messages are today because there has been a lot of silence from Spirit in terms of finite details, like giving finite details. However, in the last 24 hours or so, I have felt Spirit really come forward wanting to share more details. Or I guess the way I could explain it is I feel Spirit coming forward and wanting to be much more talkative, like communicating, not just showing us, but communicating. And Spirit can communicate in a lot of different ways. And remember, that can be through songs, through signs, through number patterns, through conversations you overhear, things like that. Even things that I say in these readings that may seem pretty normal or commonplace for one person, but really stands out. Like say I mentioned the color blue, and blue is so significant. Like Spirit can communicate in so many ways, and they're wanting to do that right now with these adjustments that we're going through. So all to say, I'm very curious what's in the cards, and so I'm going to just dive right in here and follow on the energy from yesterday. So let's see what Spirit has to share in this communication. And they're saying of specificity. Communication of specificity. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I see. This is really interesting. So I'm going to show you three of them, and then we'll break it down, and then I'll talk about the fourth, because there is a definite theme. Okay, I'm going to get to that in a second. Okay, the theme, first of all, we have sacral chakra, we have move your body, and we have listen to your body. Now the theme, Spirit was saying, there's a theme of specificity that starts with the body, because this echoes the sentiment of claircognizance. Remember earlier in the week we were talking about claircognizance, your divine knowing, your intuition, but more, just knowing something and getting those messages of knowing. Those messages of knowing can often interface through your body. So that's one part. So there's a big emphasis here on listening to your body for the intuitive messages that are available and the intuitive messages that want to come in. Your body will help interpret them through aches, pains, sensations of tingles or rapid heart rate or ringing in the ears, like I talked about just the other day in one of my videos. Your body is coming alive as a higher frequency vehicle, basically, to interface in a much higher way than we've had before. And we're going to be noticing that in 2024 is what they're saying, which is so interesting. Many of you are going to feel your bodies come alive in a different way. And so what's interesting about that is not only is listening to our bodies really important right now to tune in, but so is the act of moving our bodies. There's going to be such a encouragement for movement, especially in 2024. This is coming in for all of you already. Notice how your energy, your frame of mind shifts through movement. And it's not just the old saying of if you're not feeling good, go to the gym. That's not what they're getting at. That is a part of it. And for some people, that is an answer. For other people, it could be stretching, it could be yoga, it could be going for a walk, it could be rolling around on the floor. Honestly, rolling around on the floor. The key is to move your body with a certain sense of intuitive awareness. What feels good? What areas are tight? What areas are calling for you to pay attention to? Maybe your forearm is tight, and so you spend time massaging it, and you notice a real tight spot, and you push on that tight spot, and you're like, whoo, that triggers my heart space. Why is it triggering my heart space? I don't know, but I'm feeling this connection to this memory. Like whatever it is, there is specificity available to us in our bodies. But for many of us to unlock that, to release it, and then to reinvigorate it, we need to move our bodies. So starting today, starting right now, how can you move your body today? What can you do? And it can be so simple. It could be you sitting here listening to this video right now, and you just start by moving your neck and your head and just feel like, oh, what's tight? And oh, how does that feel to stretch that? Oh, that feels better. And you feel the shift in your being. And when you start to go through your entire body by paying attention to it, you start listening to your body and then moving it accordingly, you are creating an amazing vehicle for your spirit, your energy, your embodiment in this lifetime. Now, what's really cool is what that's going to do. That's going to completely reignite your sacral chakra. And for a lot of people, our sacral chakras have been kind of fading out a little bit. And I mean that in the way that the sacral chakra is like the body battery. And when this chakra is open and alive, it is this like life-giving energy that fuels our being. It is connected to our sensuality, our pleasure, not just sexual pleasure, but just pleasure of life really fills that cup of the sacral chakra, which feeds into our energy. When we don't feel that, then we start to it starts to close up. And so moving our bodies, listening to our bodies and getting back in tune is going to further open this sacral chakra. And so many of you might find as you tune in this way through, feeling it, moving it, you're going to find your sacral chakra comes back online and you have more energy than you've had in a long time, even if it's just for bursts. But the thing is those bursts are going to allow more creativity. So this is a really big thing. And I want to say this is really something to be carried into the weekend. This totally is to be carried into the weekend. Now, if we look at these cards and we hold them in a space of gratitude, like these hands are holding these cards, this gratitude card says, give thanks. Wherever you can, give thanks to your body for it being able to receive insights for you, for it being able to be that interface of information, of communication, for it being able to move, even if it's in a limited capacity. Give thanks to your body, because when you do that, you feed an energy into that body consciousness. Now, we all hear of mind, body, spirit, right? We know our spirit consciousness and our mind consciousness, but we often kind of forget about the consciousness that is the physical body. Our physical body also has a certain level of consciousness that wishes to be expressed, moved, comforted, touched, all of those kinds of things. And when we give gratitude to our physical body and see it not just as an empty vessel with a spirit and a mind, but a vessel that is also alive and working as that Trinity, as a part of that Trinity, the body can then give back so much more also. We need to hit every part of that triangle, the mind, body, and spirit. So the encouragement right now is to give thanks to these pieces and see how our sacral chakra starts to come back online. This is really interesting. And this makes me very curious about what the cards are going to be for tomorrow. So I may just tune in to the cards for tomorrow right now, because I feel like there's a theme here and there's something that follows on the heels of this. So I'm going to leave this with all of you for now. Move your bodies today, stretch your body, feel into your body, love your body, get connected with it, give it gratitude. Even if there are some things that you're struggling with in your body, encourage it like you would someone else, because it has a consciousness that responds to your energy. So I will leave that with all of you. Happy Thursday, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow.